Up first this afternoon, the St. Anne police are investigating an attack against Mayor of St. Anne's Bay, Michael Belnavis. TVJ News understands that Mr. Belnavis received several chop wounds by an unknown assailant Monday. It's understood the mayor was entering his house when the incident happened. We spoke to Chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party Communication Task Force, Abka Fitzhenley.
And has since been discharged. He's expected to get better pretty soon and is thankful for all the outpour.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. First thing that is popping in the news is a tragic incident in which it is said that the mayor of St. Anne, he was shot by a home invasion while he got out his vehicle to go into his house. He rushed himself to the hospital, he was treated, and he was released or let himself go. So the information that is out here presently is conflicting. At first, it was an insane man. Then it was an intruder. But it seems as if there is some sorts of cover-up. Because based on information that came in later today, which would have been Wednesday, it is said that after the mayor was injured, drove himself to the hospital in St. Anne. He was released, went back home. However, he was having serious headaches. So therefore, he was readmitted back to the hospital once again. The latest update is that the person that allegedly intruded and clot up the MP or the mayor in his head is presently in the custody of the police in a hospital under police guard. So it tells you that this person was also injured. Was his injury coming from the legal firepiece of the mayor, or was it a crime of passion in which the man lick the man, literally, and the next man lick him back, literally? Sounds kind of why. So like I said, he tried to make it seem as if it was a stranger, but you know that the police is going to do their investigation. So the physical evidence would have shown if this was a clash between two individuals, two lovers or an intruder. If there was any sorts of hit by one person on the next person, you would have seen scratches, you would have seen scars, you would have seen all sorts of marks over the body, that there was a heated conversation turned into a physical altercation. But like I said, based on what the mayor said, we are going by that for right now until the investigation is done, completed. Now people are said to themselves, then hold on a minute. This controversial figure, and I'll explain later on in this section. Him get chopped, him live close to St. Mary, St. Anne border. He did not report it. He did not call the police, did not call the ambulance. He drove himself past several police stations and went to St. Anne for treatment. So people are saying, then hold on a minute. This mayor who is a licensed firearm holder, he make a man with a machete, cutlass, bill, or whatever the case is, rush him and inflict wound on him, and him have him own tool and don't even bust a shot. Something don't sound quite right. Him drive past the police station, him not call the police, him not call the ambulance. And remember, if you are the mayor of any place in Jamaica, you're going to get preferential treatment. That means that once you call, you know who to call, you can make that call, and people are going to send emergency ASAP. But he did not do that. He drove himself, he got treatment from the furthest hospital from his house. And then he released himself, and then he made somebody from the JLP make a statement like you saw in the video that I just showed you. However, word on the street, and word on the street is not always 100% proof, but if it sounds so, it might go so. Word on the street is that he was actually wounded by his own lover. And here's why it makes more logical sense. If you not call the police, you not call the ambulance, you not go to the hospital in your neighborhood, you drive all the way to St. Anne, and you get your treatment and you come back out. people might want to think that there is some sort of cover-up. So you're covering up for somebody, you are trying to not put the truth out there. Maybe it is embarrassment, or maybe he does not want to get his lover into trouble. Don't know the circumstance, but people may just say, something sound fishy, and if it not goes so, it goes something like so. So I think that not only is this a cover-up, I think that this is because he does not want to put his lover in a trouble. Because surely, if somebody attacks you, not justified, and inflict wound on you, that person is liable for charge and prosecution. Now, what this tells us is that it seems as if when it comes to politics in Jamaica, it is a free-for-all. They do not vet these people. They do not make sure that these people have moral and ethical character. And people, anybody can be rushed and inflicted by wounds, by machete or cutlass, whatever you want to call it. But me just say, this man has always been controversial. Back in the COVID days, there was some sorts of scandal. He was under investigation by the Integrity Commission for about 46.6 million Jamaican dollars, where it was said that he used that money for clean up the Ocherius market, clean up one of these markets, clean down rail and all sorts of stuff. So the Integrity Commission said, no, this figure sounds kind of overpriced. Something is not right. So he was under investigation. Don't know if the case is closed or the case is still during the COVID period. So people, again, it just shows you these people have no integrity, no morals, no ethics, no nothing. They mix up them passa. They are like dancehall artists or even Wosara. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, we see that the year 2024 was not a good year for TikTokers, Jamaican TikTokers that is, in which at least a couple of them lost their life. Naya Gang, Bossed 41, and then the next one, Yambas, got caught up. He was fortunate to be alive, but it seems as if an ex-TikToker is on the mark for a death list, and that TikToker is DONIA. And this is based on word coming from Blam Them. Well, people, Blam Them is like social media. Believe half of what you hear, half of what you see, or none. He is a very controversial figure. Yes, he has some links, but he has a tendency to be biased at times based on who he does not like. However, whenever you hear somebody attack, you have to pick sense out of nonsense. I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what Blam Them has to say as it pertains to DONIA, and people want to take him out, not just gunmen, but also the police. So take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
You cannot defeat me. So you know, Batty boy don't know we are calling me name every day. Yes, a gunman. People swear to God for me mother, for me life, that's so. Make a gunman them come kill me at the civil line. DONIA thief and gunman, me not tell life on him. DONIA come in our country in Bali in a war. Then you say extort him, and he can't take the extortion them out. And he go buy a gun. Let me call him and him here and get more information and call back. Well, I don't go no people. You get some more. Let me get some more people. When me call him and them and ask when. Now, I mean if me inform you, just know that.
Guys, me I'm going to snipe this day.
Kings Valley place name. Who know Kings Valley down at IM West? I don't want any man in a war. I don't want any criminal. That's why police them want to kill him from when. But through the pan TikTok live, they don't get to kill him, but them a plan to kill him. Batty boy, if you got dead, Batty boy, if you pan van back like busted, I go get pronounced. If you call me name, if you dead, if you call me name, Batty boy, I don't want it. Since I love call me name, Kings Valley place name. Kings, who know Kings Valley down the west? Eh? Who know Kings Valley down the west? Tell me. Hey boy, don't ramping me, you know some of your crosses. You don't know that. Eh? You want to, man, give me a link by your Batty boy. I know everything, boy, you know. You're a thief. You're a criminal down at west. You're mash up the country. You're funds violence with TikTok money. People on the top send DONIA gift. DONIA buy gun and DONIA fight war with no money. Alright, so on the top send DONIA no money. DONIA criminal. That's the FC police them want to kill him. Alright, that's I TikTok live I save him from when catch the police them no want to kill him for life. Alright. DONIA you're Batty boy, me run your file pussy.
Now people, this is my disclaimer again. Blam Them, when you listen to him, Make sense, speak sense out of nonsense. Believe half of what you see, half of what you hear. Yes, he has credible source, and yes, he is linked to the street, but yes, he can be very biased. And yes, his ulterior motive might be trending on TikTok. So therefore, whenever you have ulterior motive, you might tend to be a little biased. However, whatever he says, people seems to like him. People seems to take what he says very seriously. And I would advise DONIA to take what he says seriously, especially if he's linked to any sort of gang affiliation and he is hiding behind the TikTok fame and fortune. So remember, a lot of these people, including Naya, including 41 Busted, including Yambos, had the same problem. They were yapping the lip on social media and they were unalive or con up while on live. So therefore, seeing that you are alive like Saturday Night Live and you want to remain alive, I would advise you to do the polar opposite of what they are doing, because you don't want to be victim numero 5 or numero 6. Don't even know I have lost count of the amount of TikTokers, Jamaicans that are losing their life. So therefore, you sleep on mark, DEATH, literally, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, an incident that took place in a St. Anne once again, where it is said that some persons were at a place in a Claremont called Big Tree at a bar. They were sipping on their J-Ray and Neville, smoking on some Bob Marley, just enjoying themselves. When they realized that 3 men entered the premises in a ski mask, guns drawn, stick it up, nobody move, nobody gets hurt. They then robbed the patrons of their wallet, watch, cell phones, all of the goodies, liquors, and cash, amounting to about $2 million or so. They then exited the scene of the crime in the vehicle of one of those patrons that was robbed, a victim. Based on the information, it is said that the police got wind that there was a robbery and the persons were in a stolen car. It is said that the vehicle was intercepted by the police in a place called Paratil or Paratree, wherever it is. There was a shootout between the police and the gunmen, the robbers. However, the robbers ditched the vehicle, jump in some sorts of bush and take for themselves. It is only unfortunate that the police did not get them and serve them a dose of their own medicine. Send them to the destination dome, which is the prison or the graveyard, hopefully the graveyard. But like I said, every day that the bucket goes to the well, one day at the bottom is going to drop out. And that is going to be the outcome, the karma for these criminals, sooner or later, hopefully sooner, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.